So then guys, how often do you have a move around with your collection? Me personally, not very frequently at all. But after Christmas, I did decide to sit back and move a few things about. For one thing, I had a load of records that I wanted to squeeze onto the shelves behind me. I say squeeze. I didn't squeeze. In fact, there's a post in the middle there, right behind my head, that I needed to wedge under there, to cut and wedge under there, because that shelf, the first one up, was starting to smile. It had a right bow on it, so yeah. I needed to do something about that, which meant I had to make room for the post. Loads more records had to go out into the collection, and, well, they needed to go out and put on display or put on the shelf where they're kept. They're there now. And right above them, yeah, I had my Legend of Zelda collection. Well, a third of my Legend of Zelda collection. 2/3 of it's still in storage from when we moved house 2 years ago. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You can only fit so much of it out, can't you? And I wanted to put those in a glass cabinet. So I had a Grand Admiral Thrawn collection from Star Wars. I'll put it on the screen now. And having seen the live-action Ahsoka series, my love for Thrawn, although I wouldn't say it's diminished, it's soured a little bit. I kept them out on display for quite a while, and I know if I sell the stuff, I will regret it later. I absolutely adore Grand Admiral Thrawn from the books. That's why I have a collection like that in the first place. But I'd got a little bit tired of seeing it, and the way that he was portrayed in the show wasn't particularly good. The way that whole show was written was particularly bad, and so it's put me off for a little while. So I decided to take them off display, and the Legend of Zelda collection that I had up there and now being moved over there. And, well, I think it looks quite nice. But that takes up half of the glass cabinet. And what's in the rest of it? It just doesn't go now. I mean, it didn't really go with Thrawn, but it certainly doesn't go now. So I decided to get a new glass cabinet. I drilled the holes in the wall. I've mounted it to the wall. I fitted a lovely LED strip light which will show my little Warhammer minifigures up lovely. I will be able to proudly see them on display in my living room. So I went to get the larger of the figures so that I could position the smaller ones around it. The cabinet is too small. It's not deep enough. It'll take the small ones, the Space Marines, the normal Tyranids. Won't take the larger characters because they're too deep, too wide. I now have a cabinet mounted onto my wall, drilled in, so if I was to remove it there'd be a little bit of repair work to be done, and nothing that will fit in there. Now I'm looking at it and I'm very, very tempted to use it for vintage Star Wars figures. I mean, I could use it for modern Star Wars figures, but I think if I was going to do this, it would be vintage. I don't really want vintage Star Wars figures on display in my living room. I don't know why. It doesn't sit well with me. Maybe if I did something nice with the cabinet it would, but I don't know. No. So I ummed and I ahed, and then I remembered something that I had. So I went and I dug it out. Now some of you may know and some of you may not know, and I may have mentioned it once or twice, but I'm a bit of a Doctor Who fan. I kind of love my classic series of Doctor Who. Not so much a great big fan of the new stuff, but the old stuff, yeah. I do like my Doctor Who. So I was desperately trying to think of something small that would go in these cabinets that I collect. You know, I don't want to go out and start a new collection because I've got too much stuff already. I want to be able to display stuff that I've got. Now I particularly wanted to put Warhammer stuff in this cabinet, so I thought, shall I make the gaps between the shelves bigger and stick my Joy Toy figures in there? Because I ain't got anywhere to put those yet. They are still in their boxes. But then I thought I'm probably going to get about 6 in that cabinet. I don't want to put just 6 in the cabinet. I really do want to put minis in there. And I looked around the living room where I was sat, and my eyes landed on these cabinets behind me. And then, ping, I remembered that about 6 years ago, I bought something. And as yet, I've not done anything with it because I had nowhere to put it. Even though they're not that big. Shall we take a look inside? Oh, I think so. Now, excuse if the camera wobbles a little bit. It's not on the best of tripods, and it's on a table that's not too stable. It's a bit like Theresa May's government. Hell, it's a bit like Starmer's government. Moving on. So yeah, we've got a lovely old Games Workshop case here. They don't even make these ones anymore. And inside, got that lovely foam. You can see as well how much dust there is on this box. It's an old one. So let's have a look at what's in this box. You've probably guessed it already. There we go. Yeah, I remembered that I had these. Now there's lots still to be painted, all from classic Doctor Who, and these are particularly hard to find and rare. I can't even remember, if these are Games Workshop, if they're Harley Quinn miniatures, or if they're another company, but they're very good little miniatures. Got the Destroyer there from Battlefield, one of the 7th Doctor stories, the only 7th Doctor story to feature the Brigadier. Got Sutek sat on his Martian throne. Zygons. What's this one? Vervoids. We've got Vervoids. We've got multiple Vervoids there. Who's this one? I'm not entirely sure. I think that might be one of the male companions. If it is, it's probably Turlo. Oh, I've got some brilliant stuff. Daleks. I can have some fun painting those up. That looks like a Harley Quinn miniatures one that I used to have. I had the box set of these many years ago, and that was like a unique character, doesn't it? So yeah, there's lots of fun to be had there. Mummies to go with your Sutek. Oh, excellent stuff. Even more. Yes, there's 3 layers of them. Azal, the demon from the Demons. I know most of you are probably thinking, what the hell's he talking about? Alpha Centauri from Curse of Peladon and Monster of Peladon. Crotons. 5 Crotons by the look of it. Quarks! There's some Quarks! Oh, fantastic! That's from the Dominator story. Oh, yeah, I'm really excited about these. Now, whether or not I can do them justice by painting them up myself is another thing. We've got the Menoptera from the Web of... No, sorry, I'm going to say the Web of Fear then. It's not. It's from the Web Planet. The Menoptera and the Zarbi. Possibly the worst effects in the history of Doctor Who, but still full of character. And I still love them. Oh, we've got the Decaying Master from the Deadly Assassin. Tom Baker story there. Mechanoids to fight the Daleks. Oh, quite topical a little bit, is that one? The Celestial Toy Maker. Oh, so yeah, lots of fun to be had painting them. But I can't display those in the cabinet, can I? I can't put those on display right now. Fortunately, oh yes, some of them have been painted, and have they been painted well? Or at least I think so. Look at that Sea Devil. Now, bearing in mind this would have been painted many years ago, I've had them for 6 years at least, and they'd been in storage in this case for many years before that as well. So yeah, they were painted an awfully long time ago. Silurian there, Doctor Who and the Silurians. Or if you're a fan of the Target novelisation, Doctor Who and the Cave Monsters, we've got a Sontaran. His helmet on. Oh. And yes, of course, we have one with the helmet off. Now, I'm thrilled to bits to finally be able to get these back out on, well, not back out on display, but out on display. Potentially for the first time ever. Got a Dalek there, silver Dalek, blue spots. It's got slats, so that's from the chase onwards. And judging by the Dalek leader they've got there, the Supreme Dalek, black with blue spots, I would guess Oh, Dalek master plan. But there is a special weapons Dalek as well. Ah! Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. And of course, you need an Emperor. The evil of the Daleks. Oh! Oh! It looks like I can have some fun painting a Davros. Look at that, Davros in a wheelchair. It's supposed to be in a wheelchair. He's in his wheelchair. It's not offensive to disabled people. No disabled people are offended by that. And then we've got a bunch more here. We've got Yetis. Actually, that's a good question. Is it Yeti or Yetis for the plural of Yeti? I think it's Yetis. Yeah, it's got to be Yetis, isn't it? Got Ice Warriors. So incredibly well painted. I wish I could take pride in the paint jobs of these. I can't do that. I didn't paint them. But the Ice Lord to lead them. In fact, I wish I knew the name of the artist who did, because I would very happily give him or her credit. We've got a unit soldier. Laid down, sniping. In fact, it looks like there might be two of those. There's another one. Yeah. Oh, what's he doing? Is he going to throw a grenade? I think he's going to throw a grenade. Mortar. Unit troops. Now he's definitely throwing a grenade, isn't he? Lots and lots of unit troops. I don't suppose there's a brigadier there, is there? No brigadier there. Oh, that's a shame. Maybe he still needs painting. And then we've got some Cybermen. Oh, look how gorgeous they are. If you can use such a word as gorgeous to describe something like this. And they're incredible. And I'm guessing that these are from Moonbase. Look at that. Not that there's grass growing on the moon, of course. I'm guessing that's an artistic choice. Those tufts of grass. And then, of course, put this one back. Oh, I've got a TARDIS console there. Did I show you that? It's quite well done as well. Yeah, and of course, we've got our heroes. TARDIS. You couldn't have Doctor Who without the TARDIS, could you? You'd never be able to get anywhere. I wonder, are they in order? Let's see. Go straight in for the first. It is, look at that first Doctor. William Hartnell's first Doctor. Look at that. Can you imagine how much time was taken to hand paint those trousers? Look at them. So incredibly well done. Now at Christmas I tried doing candy cane stripe on a candy cane. It was almost as large as that figure is, but trying to do a candy cane stripe was so difficult. Susan, his granddaughter. And Ian Chesterton. This must be Barbara. It is indeed Barbara. Second Doctor. Oh, look at that again with the pants. Look at that detail that artist has gone to. Wowzers. It's about time these got appreciated. They've been trapped in a box for far too long. Oh my god, look at that tartan kilt on Jamie. Jamie McCrimmon of the Clan Crewman. Must be Zoe. But there's no way Victoria would wear anything that short. She wouldn't reveal her legs like that, would she? Third Doctor. Mr. Pertwee himself. I wonder if he can swap his heads over. No, just comes with the one. Inside joke for anyone who knows Wurzel Gummidge there. Joe Grant, that's fantastic. Again, look at the painstaking attention to detail on the sleeves there. I wouldn't go that far. Ah, the Brigadier! So there is a Brigadier there. He was in the companions. Master. Oh, so he's not just heroes, is he? The Master, the original Master. You will obey him. Oh, everyone's favourite there. Tom Baker, Fourth Doctor. Oh, look at the scarf. And he's got a bag of jelly babies. That wild grin. Oh, excellent stuff. Absolutely excellent stuff. Sarah Jane. She's in a Time Warrior costume there, isn't she? Harry Sullivan. Fourth Doctor. Not fourth, sorry, fifth. I'm losing track. I can't count. Fifth Doctor. Tegan? Yeah, Tegan. Air hostess outfit. Nissa in her Traken outfit. Oh, Sixth Doctor Colin Baker. Now I wonder how to town he's got on this costume. He's done a very good job. Pinstripes on the pants. He has done some cross-hatch work on some of the costumes. That is incredible. That's unbelievable, is that? I keep saying he. I'm assuming it's a he. I could be very, very wrong. Perry? I don't recognise that outfit. Please, if anyone recognises that outfit, do tell me. Mention it in the comments. Seventh Doctor? Has he actually attempted to do question marks on his vest? He's done his best. Wow. Absolutely wow. So, Ace? Yeah. Had to be, didn't it? Even tried to paint the badges? Wow. I can't get over the attention to detail here. These are incredibly well painted. Look at that. What have we got here? Oh, it goes right up to the 8th Doctor, so that's 96 at the latest. And he comes with Grace. Although that actually looks more like the 13th Doctor, doesn't it? We won't mention her here. But I'm more impressed actually at it coming with this. Because so many people would not count, and do not count, Peter Cushing as the movie Doctor. I do. I absolutely adore those two movies. Fantastic. Most exciting. And of course his granddaughter Susan. Come on. There we are. Look at that. Tension on the dress. It's incredible. Detail there. And there's still some to paint. There's still some to paint. And what's here? Some sword, skimpy. Could that possibly... Is that Leela? I don't know who... Sorry, I'm not even showing you. I'm not sure who that is. What have we got here then? Oh! That's Christopher Eccleston's Ninth Doctor. So it actually comes all the way up to the new series. I wonder if these could be... oh, what do they call them? Warlord Games. I wonder if they could be theirs. Tenth Doctor. I'm not too fussed about these. Maybe I'll let some of them go. I'm guessing that's supposed to be Rouge. So who's this then? Any ideas who that is? I'm not sure who that is. Gun? Is that supposed to be Bernice Summerfield, do you think? And Matt Smith. That's Matt Smith. I wonder if one of these is supposed to be Amy Pond. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think there's quite a cracking little collection there. So I'm going to get the painted ones out on display. There's not enough of them to fill the cabinet, I don't think. So it means I might have to start painting some of those others. Oh, this is going to be fun. And so, although this cabinet is far from full, I've actually managed to fill this a little bit more than what I was expecting to. So all of the shelves have got something on it. Now, they could do with an extra row behind, but that can always be useful later. I'm thinking of getting some risers for the back, for behind these, so that you can have two very visible rows of figures per shelf. By doing that, maybe I can have villains matching up with each of the Doctors. I say villains, I probably mean more like monsters. As I work my way through painting them. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. And the fact that it's left me scope to, you know, to continue with these. Now, whether or not I ever find the time to do that, that's an entirely different story. We'll have to see, won't we? We'll have to see. I have already picked out the ones that I'm going to be considering a priority, you know, moving forward to paint. So yeah, nice thing. And there is a glass pane that goes in front of these. It slides in through the runner at the top, and at the bottom of the cabinet just slides in from either side. So anyone was thinking, oh, they're going to get covered in dust. No, they're not. So that's it, that's my new cabinet all set up, and those figures look lovely under the lights. Hope they don't fade, because I don't fancy having to repaint them ones, you know. I mean, I know I haven't painted them in the first place, but could you imagine having to paint them up again? No, I think they look quite nice, but what do you think? It's not often I share something regarding my own personal collection. The channel's mostly focused on on the shop and things that come into the shop. So I thought I'd switch things around this week, have something for a change, and so show you something a little bit more personal to me, and just see what you all thought of it. I've been asked before for to do collection tours, toy collection tour and whatnot, but because my collection's kind of like spread out throughout the house, and a lot of it's still in storage and things like that, I've got nowhere to put it. I can't really do a camera tour, so I thought if I could show something like this, it might be at least some way of showing you something of what I've got. I might try doing some other videos as the months go by, showing you some of the other stuff that I've got in my collection. We'll see. So, questions for you, isn't it? What do you think to the new cabinet and how those figures display in it? Let me know in them comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I'm gonna get off now. Bye-bye.